building? Make some noise. We're about to get into another battle of the day. This is a Division 2 battle and it will go towards the points for Imperium and Venom. On the right hand side, making his return to Premier Battle, show some love for Free Will.
Fuck Venom.
And on the left hand side, representing Team Venom Manchester, make some noise for Savant!
They've got flags and everything. Listen, it's a 3-round battle. This is judged. Savant decided he's starting round 1. It's round 1, Savant, bro, let's go.
Yo.
Let's go.
You know, I've fucked up along the way, but you really make me feel successful. Because you drop the ball so much, I find your presence disrespectful. You duck your battle with Bard because your girlfriend left you. Well, you know, some might say she just let you go be free, Will. And you used it to excuse the fact you never wrote your piece and came in the Academy group chat begging it and told the team you'd thrown your chance to go to New York and single-handedly blown your dream because you were scared that he'd embarrass you in front of Tony D. You lonely geek. No mystique, we know you're weak, so no matter what this cunt does, he just won't be me. Because you said that 2 weeks out, and for that you're utter trash. You'll get bodied today, they'll still say me and you was such a clash. I could write 3 rounds in a single day, you'd never fucking match. Memorise them in less than half a time, then pen another draft. Kill you in the room and win twice on cam with the lines you couldn't catch. But in the tightest round you ever wrote, my throwaways are double that. Doberman to a pussycat, pussy that's doing pussy raps like suffering succotash. Doberman to a pussycat, pussy that's doing pussy raps like suffering succotash. Here comes Will on his high horse, you know the scheme. Dopamine heading for another crash like he's huffing gas. I shouldn't laugh, but you're such a twat. Plus you're fucking fat. And constantly on the verge of a full-blown panic attack. I know you're nervous, but just relax. With that physique, you should be in a permanent Buddha stance. I hate everything you say, how you say it, and the way you look and act. Charisma of a yucca plant. Skin thinner, charisma of a yucca plant. Skin thinner than Silver Rizzler, I'm puffing dank Kushka ash. But with you I flush the stash. Writing like lightning striking, he's dying in just a flash. Because you've always been a battle fan, but keep having a stab. I got a scabbard for that. You got a fire pen, alright then. Yeah, you get burned every time you put your hand on it, lad. But miss it, but dismiss it and say you're just having a laugh, then miss it and keep staggering back. It's embarrassing. You're haggard and sad, because you'll never master the craft, relying on natural talent you don't actually have. Time.
We didn't do the entrance music today. Last time he came out to Run DMC's Walk This Way. And he walked this way. But we need a proper talk today. So all those cerebral palsy bars, they can get left aside. Because ScoMo taught us disabled people are the one minority that anyone can become at any time. But there is something I have to mention, right? Why is it seen as offensive to talk about the conditions you face, but it's okay for you to belittle and shame a non-binary opponent who thinks they're a they and went so far as to mock the fact they're a victim of rape? Man, I should spit in your face. Acting like his shock value bars are some sort of battle rap specialist talent. He told McCrazy they hate the man inside them for doing it and the woman inside them for letting it happen just to get a reaction. If you think you're a man, I'm not respecting your actions. I know this angle's been done before, but I got some shit to say in a different way, because the non-binary thing only makes sense if I can really make him relate. So I know he might usually identify as a man, but I'll make you feel like a bitch today. Fuck you! Fuck you and all your little mates. I'll jump into that pit of snakes with a blade, swing it in your friggin' face, I'll stick it on all these tits. Like it's nipple tape. Listen, mate. Don't make the grim mistake of thinking he's a nice guy just because he has to park in a bigger space. I'm sure he'll talk about the fact we've both mentioned sexual abuse in our battles we've written. I had to attack that rat bastard that Yannick was chilling with that sat up in prison now for damaging children. That is the difference. You were attacking a victim. So go ahead, talk about gender issues as if that's something people weren't born to be. I bet he identifies as an Apache helicopter. And he'll get shot down by a war machine. Don't talk to me. Now you've really lost in this arms race. This is a problem he can't face. We're really leaving spastic Jesus trapped between a rock and a hard place. Fuck off. Fuck off.
He said he'd never take this because he didn't want to be killed. And when the levy breaks his deep will, and I pray to the Lord to save you, meditate and be still. You'll never wake from sleep, chill. There's more chance the Lord will save me. I'm crazy and being ill. Even then I'd still kill because God gave me free will. There's nothing in life for free will, and there's nothing in life for free will. I mean that both ways. You took those pound signs in your eyes even I could see and tried to get your own pay. That business burned your money up faster than a smoke break. Bankrupt? No way. That's like extra broke, mate. And it doesn't even wipe your student debt. Are you ever gonna get those loans paid? Fucking broke express. They say I'm better on a watch back, but you're the one who really knows those overheads. I can just imagine when payday came and the team found the pay ain't there, and they realised marketing's answer to Tesla as the business acumen of James May's her. Fucking doing his little interviews like he ain't a lame grey square. I saw one where he talked about his leadership style and he described it as laissez-faire. You fucking puff. Laissez-faire. So basically you just go about your day and let him get on with it, yeah. How's that working out for you, Will? Mountains of bills, now in the till, checks bouncing in the thousands like a crowd up on pills, and still you're dissolving to a puddle of liquid goo, cause I'm forever evolving, I always stick and move. You think I've become insolvent? You must be sniffing glue. See, free will's been like Evel Knievel making his ascent, inevitably heading for another break, bent, out of shape, facing a descent. But you should know better than anyone you won't get paid for the attempts. I mean, if we're really being real, we know you've never made a dent. I know this format's really brought back your past mistakes and now you're spent. And there's no saving or saving grace. It's all going down again. Taking the team with you on account of your expense. Snakes are coming for you to take the pound of flesh. Your failure's weighing on you to pay off your man's debt. Crying and wailing, afraid you're out your depth. Trying and failing to stay out of the red. So...
Sorry to be the one to dampen your spirits, but in terms of shit he said in battles, I wasn't actually finished. Because he isn't just transphobic, he's a sad little bigot. Because you also called Jester Black a minstrel act when you were battling him, boy, and that isn't cricket. Calling a black man a minstrel? What the fuck were you actually thinking? Because we're both white guests in a black scene, so drop the arrogant privilege. Fuck your racist, nasty little tactics and gimmicks. It's no shock he's in the only team without any black people in it. And he thinks because he calls himself a spastic, it gives him a pass to just spit it? I'm actually livid. I'll go animalistic. I'll follow him back to his whip and smash his chin in it. Take his blue badge out and rip it. Strangle him with it. Use your shock value crutch and fucking batter him with it. Sad little dickhead. Racist. Transphobic. Fuck it, I've got a Jewish granddad if you want to get anti-Semitic. Your head should hang in shame. How the fuck do you look in the mirror at that spastic face and think, well, obviously I must be the master race. This can't be my fault. Must be all them bloody blacks and gays. I can't be racist, I'm disabled. Bitch, don't act a pole. Check the Albert Hall, even Hitler only had one bowl. So fuck spastic Jesus. If he's spastic Jesus, I'm the antithesis, an actual demon. One punch will smash his teeth in, leaving looking like a Picasso piece with slanted features. So go ahead, tease me, and it will be murder she wrote. I'm Shakademus. 2-0, bitch, fuck off.
You know, honestly, that whole angle does not work. If me and your granddad were both in the Holocaust, you know I would have gone first. But your one achievement was making Yannick retire. But you know, you've never seen a man with a more creepy, eager smile than Will when Jan's mate was exposed as a paedophile. You've profited more off paedophilia than you ever did off your brand. Trying to get to New York, I hope you leave and never land. Acting so proud of the Yanif class like the circumstance wasn't terrible. You already got Body Bag of the Year for your body swag and career. The nomination was just nonsensical. The angle did all the work. I mean, how much worse could you really make the man look? Fuck your finances, you're creatively bankrupt. You would have bottled it completely if Koji hadn't saved you from a choke. You choked against gas and her gave you another go. Had the nerve to reshoot his rounds, never considered saying no. They should put you on gas and her for all the pain that your labour shows. But ever a man of conviction. Last time I saw Will at match day 1, he said with a bit of luck, our battle won't actually matter. At this point, Gas had just beaten Gaz, so you were basically rooting for Ratford to get battered. Way to let the team know you don't curve the left in tatters, but he needs that. Way to let your team know he don't curve the left in tatters, but he needs that safety net to protect his ego, because sticking at his neck when me shows, there's no question who's the better rapper. There's no question who's the better rapper.
So it's Venom versus Imperium. I was a last minute pick for this team, if you must know, but someone tried to poach me for their team. I said, fuck no. Because who wants to be coached in how to battle rap by Bloodstro? I don't like pansexuals, you know, because they shag frying pans and that. Dickhead. Massive twat. Do you lot remember how much this man was gassed when he had a debatable with Danny Jack? You having a laugh? Then he went and picked a team of 5 posh white middle-class conservative white boys. What were you thinking, bro? They're all the same. I swear, he really went and shot himself in the foot, sticking to that Tory lane. So that was so relevant when I wrote it. So face it, bro, the game is over. I'll jump into your snake pit and turn this racist cobra into my snakeskin loafers. Because we both came from Dub. But in this league, you've got to know it's dog eat dog. Dialect needed a killer, and trust me, bro, I'm on the job, because I'll kill it everywhere I go. Got every blade of grass covered like a box to box, so I feel comfy, chilling. Got my feet up at home, and I'm still the one to watch like Gogglebox. Punches like that take the wind out of you. They're really body shots. There's only so long you can cough and dodge before you end up on my chopping block. There's only so long you can cough and dodge before you end up on my chopping block, because I could be dead chill in the pit. But I'll really see red when they stop the clock, so fuck Savant. Time.
Yo, this is Cobra judging Free Will versus Savant. Round 1 was really good. Savant he's a lyricist. He's very technical. A lot of, he's got a nice style. But Free Will just came out a bit stronger. He had stronger angles and he had more stage presence. Round 2 was the clearest round. Savant was good, but Free Will was just left the planet with that stuff, like with the stuff that he was saying about, about the racism and the homophobic stuff. So that one was clear Free Will. Round 3 was I think they were neck and neck. The only difference is Savant's blunder was more apparent. He had a more apparent blunder. I think they both choked and they forgot their lines at the end, but Savant's one was clearly more brazen. So I give it 3-0. It wasn't far, but 3-0 Free Will.
Yo, it's Koji. Follow me at Koji Lives on everything. You already know the deal. I'm judging Savant versus Free Will. It's emotional, man. Both of these both of these men were Team Koji. So originally, last season for the Academy, so I'd love to see them. But this was easy for me. I think Will Ross dominated. It was a 3-0 for me. The third Savant choke was unfortunate. I think Ross also had a stumble, but he called time, and it looked better. But yeah, Ross kind of dominated the first, second. Savant's writing was good, but I feel like it wasn't deliberate enough and maybe not cutting enough, and he just wasn't maybe landing with the crowd as much as I would have liked. So I think it's a Free Will 3-0.
Bobby Rex, Premier Battles, just watched Free Will versus Savant. I'm going to give it 3-0 to Will, but I do think it was a clear 3-0 to Will, but I think if Savant was a bit more deliberate in his delivery, and you know, he didn't rap while the crowd was reacting. He raps while the crowd was reacting, and that kind of takes away from what he's saying. I think he would have had an opportunity to make it a closer battle. Will was really good. I think he was restricted by the size of the room. I think he was giving a big performance, but kind of held it back a bit because the energy wasn't really in the room. I'd love to see Will in front of a bigger crowd, but also I think Will did too much of the same subject over the 3 rounds, and that would have counted against him if Savant was a bit more deliberate, like I say. But I have it a clear 3-0 to Will. Safe.